expand and simplify. This is again one skill that is required in algebra. So before we go into algebra, so let's go start with number. Suppose you want to multiply, say 4 times 27. Now there are different ways of multiplying one number, one digit by two digit. So to explain the skill of algebra in number, so this, well, you can say this is 4 times 20 plus 7. Okay, so this is 4 times 20 plus 7. You can also put this in a grid form if you want to understand in a grid form. So let's write this in a grid form. Okay, you can understand grid multiplication. So this is, let me draw a line here. I want to explain expanding by in a grid multiplication form. So this is I want to do this using grid multiplication. This is 4 times, this is the times, and you got 20 and 7 here. So 4 times 27 is same as multiplying 4 times 20 plus 4 times 7. So you go 4 times 20, so you know 4 times 2 is 8, so that is 80, and 4 times 7 is 28. You should know the times table from 1 to 9 at least. And this is, you have to add them, so the final answer would be 80 plus 28. 80 plus 28, which is 108. Okay, so let me take one more example. Say if you have, say, especially those who struggle in multiplying numbers, this is a very good skill. Say you want to multiply 7 times 58. 7 times 58, so let me rub this off. Okay, so here this is 7 times 58 can be written as, there are 5 tens, which is 50, and 8 ones. So you simply do 7 times 5. I know 7 times 5 is 35, and then you put a 0. This is 350, and 7 times 8 is 56. So to get to the answer, this is 350 plus 50 plus 6. This is basic number skills. I'm just writing them in hundreds, tens, and ones. So this is 406. So the final answer is 406. Okay, what if, suppose, let me cancel this. Oops, I want to delete this. Okay, I want to make this a bit more complicated. Okay, now before we make it complicated, so let's use the same concept in algebra. So if it is, say, 5 times m plus 8, suppose this is what you get in algebra. So this is same as what we did previously. So we say 5, this is 5, there's no multiplication sign, but it is times. So this is 5 times m plus 5. So this is in the bracket. I'll put, this is m plus 8. Okay, this is in the bracket, and this is a 5 which is sitting outside. So this is 5 times m. So this is basically, you're asking the question, what is 5 times m? Let me do in 2 different ways. So this is 5 times m, and then you got a plus sitting here, and then you got to, this is also called the distributive property in maths. It's got a big word, 5 times m plus 5 times 8. Now 5 times m, if you have seen my previous video, this is 5m, and 5 times 8 is 40. So this is same thing, 5m plus 40. And now you don't know what is m. You can't add these two. These are unlike terms, and this is your answer. When it was numbers, we can add numbers. Now this is an unknown value. We don't know what's the value of m. M can be anything. M can be any number, or it's an expression. So this and this cannot be added. Okay, so let's take one more example. Okay, say 9 times say a minus 4. 9 times a minus 4. So let me draw a square or rectangle. Okay, and then split this. Okay, so this is your 9 times a, I'll put this in the bracket, minus 4. And now you go 9 times a, which is 9a, and 9 times negative 6 is minus 36. And if you want to do directly, this is 9 times a. Yes, you got an minus sitting there, minus 9 times 4, which is 9a minus 36. Okay, one more example. Okay, so what happens if it is, say, 7 bracket 3p plus 4q. Same process, no different. You make a grid or make a rectangle. Okay, split. So this is 1 by 2 digits. So this is 1. So this is, let me write 7 here. This is 7 times 3p, I'll put a bracket, plus 4q, just to show you the bracket here. So you just multiply as you're multiplying numbers. So 7 times 3 is 21, and it's 7 times 3p, so this is 21p. And 7 times 4 is 28, plus 28q. So your final answer is 21p plus 28q.